Well, most of us at one time or another has admonished a child not to get dirty, but not today. Joining me now is our Andy Barth.
Well, Rob, we've all seen those childhood pictures of the kid on his first birthday who's eating his very first birthday cake and it's smothered all over his face. Then there's the kid in the high chair who's covered in spaghetti. And then there's just those of us kids who just enjoy playing in the mud. And while parents may not be excited to let their kids get dirty, a gentleman at Oklahoma State University is challenging kids to get healthy and filthy. And he's also challenging their parents to let them.
It's dirty. It's slimy.
Ew.
Come on.
Come here.
It's tricky.
I can't get on.
It's the Stillwater Mud U Race. And the dirtier you get, the better.
The idea here is about fun. It's not about a race. We're not interested in who comes first. It's about going out with friends and accomplishing things together. If they need help.
Tim Baghurst designed the race and says the course offers different challenges to runners.
It's about a mile long, maybe a mile and a half, and we have 14 obstacles. Each obstacle is different. Some are just silly, getting dizzy or climbing over things or finding things, and others are more mud-based or climbing up and through things and a little bit more challenging, but the focus is on mud.
It is so muddy.
And for parent Terry Malsbury, getting muddy is a good thing.
I think athletics in general is very important for kids. It keeps them involved. And not only that, but as a team, they get to work on teamwork and gives them a sense of purpose, I guess, in a way.
And for the kids on the trail,
It's awesome. Really fun. It's awesome.
and Baghurst believes what makes this run awesome is the lack of parental supervision on the trail.
Wow, this is so cool.
We're in an environment where a lot of kids are at home. They are playing computer games, watching TV. They're being told by their parents what they can and can't do all the time. Don't step in the mud, don't go here, don't go there. And I want to get kids away from that kind of mold, and I want to get them outside. I want them to see and experience what we have. I want them to be independent of their parents, to learn to do things themselves and not have to rely on the parents. To some extent, I also want the parents to maybe grow up a little bit and let those kids go and do something as well for themselves, rather than having to be that helicopter parent, so to speak, where they're hovering over them all the time.
Oh, it's in my mouth.
Getting down and dirty is just the perk of this fun run. Baghurst says this activity helps fight the war on childhood obesity.
We have a lot of two-parent working families where it's very difficult to have home-cooked meals and have everybody home at the same time. And so it puts a lot of strain on families and on kids. And this is one of those activities where you can go out and be physically active, and you don't have to be out every weekend as part of a baseball team or any other sport team where you're required to be there for practice 3 times a week. This is an opportunity to do something that's totally different.
I got all dirty.
And while it's all fun and games here at the contest for the kids, parents aren't too keen on having mud in their cars. But here at the Mud U Fun Race, they have it covered.
The last 3 obstacles parents are able to see, and actually one of the obstacles, we've called it parental education, actually is a series of water hoses that the parents have, and they're allowed to douse their kids as they go by. The kids go by from there onto a 75-foot slip and slide, and from that they go down into the final mud bog where they get to watch again. So this the parents, we wanted to get them involved a little bit, but at the same time we want those kids to do the majority of it by themselves.
And the runners have a blast.
I'd recommend it to everybody because your parents won't let you do this, but they will.
Yeah, sometime.
And for Malsbury, it all comes down to fun.
It's a good time for the kids. It's a great memory for them, and you only live once.
Well, now another mud run is already planned and registration is now opened. The event is scheduled for September 27th and 28th, and registration will fill quickly. And Rob, when you're a kid, there's nothing like playing in the mud.
Well, this inaugural event certainly looked like it was a grand success.
It really was, Rob. More than 500 kids ran the course, and Baghurst told me he actually had to cut off registration because he'd already reached his maximum limit, which is why I think this second event is coming up so quickly.
All right, and may be around for a long time. Thank you so much, Andy.
You're welcome, Rob.